Hi there, I hope you're doing well. Today I thought we could do a bit of a sketchbook session together. I've never done one before in real time, so I thought that could be really fun. Since Easter's coming up, I thought we could fill an entire spread based on Easter, looking on Pinterest and that for ideas, and I hope you enjoy. I've got my sketchbook, some watercolour brushes, watercolour paint. I got some gouache, but I don't know if we're going to need it, and I also picked up some colour pencils, so I think we're all sorted. I've got Pinterest up. I'm just going to type in maybe Easter or something like Easter inspo and see what comes up. Okay, so, there's a lot of eggs. We just want cute Easter things to fill a page, like a lovely colour theme. So these are like pastel yellows. I was thinking it would be probably more yellow than anything else. This is a really cute idea. We could do eggs, but nothing's really like jumping out. I really like this bunny, but it's white, and white's always a little bit of a weird colour. Okay, let's give that a go. I'm thinking maybe we go in with this Pompeian red instead of that kind of orangey colour, just because it's a little bit more pink. That's kind of the head. I'll try and make it a little bit bigger if I can. It rubs out okay actually. Alright, I'm going to try and make the belly a little bit bigger. I don't really do flowers if I'm honest, so this probably isn't correct at all. Kind of do it like this. I tried to kind of match the paint to the colour pencil, but I don't think it fully worked. This isn't 100% cotton paper though, so it probably will spread everywhere. I have no clue what the sun is doing right now, but we're going to pick out the second thing. I'm going to put Easter inspiration. Oh, I really like this wreath. I don't know if I'll be able to do this one well though, but I could see if I could do it like over the page maybe. Okay, bear with me on this one. I'm thinking of doing a wreath all across the page here. Like that maybe? There's kind of one over here. The egg shape though, aren't they? That is not an egg. This one here is quite round, to be fair. That doesn't really look like an egg either. And then the leaves are kind of over the top. So if we do a really light wash for the eggs, we should be able to just go over the top. A slightly darker green, that should be absolutely fine. There's like some really round circles on here, considering eggs. I don't mind spiral bound. I've generally avoided them just because of the big bit where your hand is meant to be over to like do the other page. Like here, it's kind of like the roof is sort of tucked underneath the egg. They're not real plants anyway, so they don't have to look like real plants, do they? Sorry if my voice sounds a bit funny. I had tonsillitis and it's not quite recovered. It's been about a month. And I feel like we should have some on the inside, just for the composition here. And then we have one that kind of goes like that. I think I'm just going to like rub out some of it, make the lines a little bit brighter. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, it's a too big. That's a little bit darker than I normally do. Obviously some of them will be touching, so I'll have to come back and do some later. If we start with like this one maybe. I need to do a cleanup of a lot of my palettes, and I was thinking about recording it. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, but I have like 3 watercolour palettes that are really messy. I've been using them pretty much non-stop for about 2 years, and they've not had a clean in that entire time. That one's kind of blue. I could do this one. This one doesn't touch too much. I should have done this the other way around because I'm right-handed, but you know, it happens. Sometimes I forget about the system. Yeah, back on me cleaning my watercolour palettes. It's a little bit of a conundrum, but I have some colours that are falling out and I don't want to waste them, and I know the smart thing to do is to just like remove them. They're crumbly, they're falling out. I don't want to waste them. They're like old Winsor & Newton paints and I can't really get them back. I guess like maybe like the premium artist grade one would be quite similar. It literally goes from orange to blue. It just doesn't make sense. That's actually a really lovely shade. I don't know what it will look like when it dries. We do like a yellow greeny kind of egg. Okay, I like it. It looks like a sausage. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this one. I know what needs to be done. Let's have a look for something down here. I'm just gonna take a screenshot because we all know what Pinterest is like. I'm never gonna find it again. And even though I've done a rabbit, it's a very different style. Oh, look at these. They're like candles in eggs. That's a really bad quality photo. That's a better one. I don't know if I'd be able to do them justice though. Should I try and give that a go? I really like that. Like, the shell is the hardest bit, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Is this the colour of an egg, maybe? And then inside, something like an ivory, I would say. Maybe like ivory. That would do it. So it's quite sharp, because it's an egg. It's almost like at this angle, I think. I don't really do colour pencil, you know? I mean, can you tell? You have to trust the process though. It won't look like this. It will look a tiny bit better, maybe. Okay, I'm just going to do a simple thing. Should do it a little bit darker at the bottom, maybe? That seems right. I just thought I could see blue in it. Like, I just thought the shadows were a bit blue. I made it up. But it's okay, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna, you know, it's just a sketchbook page. It doesn't really matter. Is what I tell myself when it goes wrong. I mean, you can't see this though, can you? So it's kind of, I mean, it does have like stuff on it. It's like cardboard, so I'm just gonna make it look a little bit scruffy. If we go back to this one, this is what it looks like. Some of the colours have bled together and some of them are still wet. I really want to repaint over this one and that one, but that one is still wet. So for now, let's find something else to create. I don't know, when you were a kid and you got like those cupcakes and they had like those little fuzzy yellow chicks, that's kind of what I'm after. Are these? Yeah, this is what they are. They look terrifying. So I had this idea. These little yellow chicks, what I'm going to try and do is do a really small one and see if it works. I have this theory of using wet on wet and making it all fuzzy. I'll do one in this corner first and see how it goes. You would have thought not being 100% cotton, like it wouldn't stay wet, but it kind of stays wet, but it sits on top of the paper, which is really not ideal. This could go horrifically. It's not really fuzzed out. I don't know, does that look like a chick? It doesn't. Let's try a big one anyway. If it goes wrong, go bigger. Kind of looks like a snowman. I feel like it's not really spreading too much. Okay, what's next on the agenda? Oh, we could do ducks. Oh, what about sheep? Sheep haven't come up at all. The sheep are Easter. Yeah, where are all the sheep? This is kind of odd. They're all like, I mean, there's a lot of eggs, obviously. Oh, that's cool. It's like a load of carrots, and a load of daffodils. Are they daffodils or are they tulips? That's a really cool design. I wonder if I could do it in fine liner. Do you think I could do it in fine liner? I have this one, which I've been really loving, and it's a 0.8, so it's probably going to be a bit chunky, but I kind of like the idea of doing like a loose version of this. Okay, let's try and do it next to this chick. I'm going to go straight in with pen, like a crazy person. Just random bits of green, I guess. And then I feel like just fill that gap with more green, it'll be easier. I'm kind of just going to draw carrots. I'm just going to sort of squeeze another few in. I'm gonna do it quite loosely. I'm not gonna do it like, you know, really perfect. I don't think it really needs to be. I think the sort of flowy look works. Okay, and then we're gonna swap over to a green, and hopefully it won't turn into a mess. I need to try and avoid the flowers. That's kind of the hardest bit, I think. This one here is green. This one here is green. That's green, that's green, that's green. I really like the shade. I know it probably doesn't work for the flowers. I'm just using my cheap watercolors today. It's literally like the stuff I had when I was a kid. I don't want to waste them, so I am trying to use them up. And for something like this, where it's like flowy, I don't really think it needs to be completely dry in between. Like, it's okay if it blends together. I mean, I say that now, and then it might just go like horrifically wrong and I'll regret it, but I feel like the oranges, they just kind of blend together, you know? So I'm gonna do the ones that are behind. I feel like the orange isn't too bad for the carrots though. I think it's kind of accurate. Okay, I might just do a little bit of dry brushing around the edges. I did that by accident and it looks alright. I'm really quite happy with that. I like it. I think it's quite Eastery. This one's still wet, that one isn't. I'm gonna go to these reefs, I think. This is what it's looking like. I'm gonna do a like Viridian sap green mixture. So far, I'm quite liking this. So we've got these chicks, and we've got a bit of a gap here as well, so I'm not sure about that. But if we go to the chicks... Oh, we could do it in pencil actually, couldn't we? It kind of goes like that, I guess. I think it needs to be a bit lower. If I put the eyes in first, the eyes are kind of here, I guess. And then they look quite far apart, but they kind of are. They're bigger. And then the nose is... Okay, I'm gonna just go over in the same kind of orange. I feel like, I don't know, the pencil's just not really giving it opaque enough. I feel like it might flow a bit more with the rest of the page as well. Maybe I'll do a little bit here as well. I wonder if we should add feet too. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Let's add feet. I had this brown, kind of orangey brown shade that might work. They're kind of like... I'm really not sure about this reef though. I think it needs more to it, but I don't want to do fine liner because I've done it for the others. I don't know what's going to go here, so maybe we should have a bit of a look again. What are we missing? We don't have that many flowers, but I don't really want to do them. Sheep, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little lamb. Oh, this is... Oh, no, I lost it. Ah, is that it? This looks really cute. This is, so simple, but I feel like that looks adorable. I wonder if we can do something in colour pencil. Kind of in this gap here. I wouldn't mind doing some more swatches as well, like if they come up, or just like filling the gaps. And I also want to go over in colour pencil here. Maybe that's what we'll do next. I'm going to take the Pompeii red from earlier and try not to put my hand in the green or the chicks. Like, that's going to be difficult. I quite like this flowiness. I know it looks like it's like unintended, but I left it there deliberately because I quite liked it when it kind of went everywhere. This bit here, we're gonna do a cute looking sheep. Just a random head, and then it's just really cute. I don't know, I just think it's such a cute style. It's so simple. I've been leaning towards the more simple stuff lately. I'm gonna do the body, as one does. Then we've got the cute little legs, and the legs aren't attached in this, which I really like. They're not rectangles though. Not exactly like that, but I quite like it. This is steel grey. It's like a really kind of blue grey. I feel like it should have a tail. Okay, I like it. We've still got some gaps around here though, so what I might do is maybe swatch the colour pencils that I used. Red, and then I used this green. I used ivory a lot. We've got then this blue. I would kind of like to take something like this blue and just kind of go around the sheep. Like, I feel like we just want to use up the space a little bit, make it look a little bit more full. And also, like, not use any more colours now, just use the same colours. Okay, so that's the sheep. I wouldn't mind going around the rabbit in green, to be honest. The chicks, I quite like the chicks. I don't really know. Maybe we could do, like, little dots or something around the chicks. Like, I like them. I'm not going to use any more colour pencils, mostly because I've done a line over my swatches, so I can't add any more there. This is really different for me though, just kind of thing, like, I don't usually do pages like this. So I'm going to grab this blue. I think it just kind of pops on this page. I don't know if this will work or if there's really much point, but what I could do is something like taking the orange and just putting the orange kind of here. Even if I add the stars and stuff on, it will just have a little bit more to it. I kind of want to add colour pencil, but the only green I've got that I've used is this one, and I'm not sure that will really do anything. Like, I could try and add a little bit, but yeah, it doesn't, like, it won't outline it, but I mean, we could pop it on top. I feel like this rabbit also needs an eye, to be honest. Like, maybe I'll make it blue just to tie it all together. Okay, I'm running out of Hooker's green. I don't know, I feel like it might do something. It might just make it more, like, contrasty. I think the eggs do need a bit more dimension, so what I might do is just kind of splash a little bit more colour on them. I'm just gonna add, like, stars and that over the little orange bit, because I think that will be dry now. Here's the finished spread. It's all completed and mostly dry. I really love all of these little dots and lines. I feel like it just brings the piece together really lovely. Rather than looking like set pieces put on a page, it does look like a full spread, which I also really like. My favourites, I think, actually this flower here with the kind of carrots and the pen I really like. I also really like these chicks, actually. I think this one here is so cute. I do like the sheep in a really kind of rough way, and I do quite like that rabbit with the flower. It's a little bit messy, but I do really like that one too. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for bearing with whilst the sun is doing whatever it's doing today. Please let me know in the comments down below which one of these is your favourite, and please like and subscribe to let me know if you'd like any more videos like this one. I wish you a happy Easter, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!